And that means that it's time for the very latest from the ENCA Money Desk. Refiwe Madzena has joined me in the studio. Refiwe, it seems like Tiger Brands has lost its taste for processed meat.
That's right, Marcel. Very interesting news coming out of that particular company. So we're seeing that there seems to be no coming back from the listeria crisis that rocked Tiger Brands last year. So the company now says it's looking to sell its processed meat business. Tiger Brands owns the likes of Enterprise Foods and Mielie. The division was temporarily closed last year following the world's largest ever listeria outbreak. Nearly 200 deaths were recorded in the outbreak. So the company is now facing a class action lawsuit over the way it managed the situation. Now, that particular strain of listeria bacteria was tracked back to Enterprise Foods factory in 2017. But Tiger Brands says that the review of its processed meat business started long before that, and they're saying that they feel that the business is not ideal for its portfolio. So the unit's revenues did slide about 79% in the 6 months ending in March, meaning that the company lost around 200 million in profits, Marcel.
And interesting to remember, of course, that the processed meat business is the one that was hit so bad by the listeriosis saga not so long ago. I wonder if that was on their mind as well.
It probably was on their minds. They have been struggling. So what they tried to do last year in October is relaunch Enterprise after the listeriosis outbreak under a different brand, possibly under a different name. And that doesn't look like it's worked for the business. So now they're saying, look, if it's not bringing us money, it's got to go. Luckily for them, they've got a good portfolio of other foods and beverages that they have under Tiger Brands, which will help the company stay afloat as well.
Well, from processed meat to the poultry industry, and that's always a hot topic about what poultry products can be imported and exported. I mean, people get quite heated about it, but I believe there's finally going to be necessary regulations to control the amount of cheap imports in the poultry industry.
Yeah, it's been a big issue for the industry, Marcel, losing billions. So the industry is finally being heard, it seems, by the government through the announcement of the Poultry Industry Master Plan. So poultry producers have been complaining for years now about cheap imports from Brazil that have a negative impact on local producers. So the BRICS Business Council has indicated that the industry challenges will be addressed at the next council meeting, which will be hosted by Brazil next year. So trade figures show that imports of chicken have increased by 73% over the past 5 years, and officials saying that increase has led to significant job losses.
Fortunately, a lot of work has been done in the poultry industry already, and at yesterday's investor conference, the Poultry Master Plan was launched. And I think in a stroke of brilliance, the Department of Trade and Industry put together poultry importers, poultry producers in the country, large and emerging, and they all sat around the table to try and find innovative ways to address the poultry industry issues that are already happening, manifesting in the country. So those conversations will precede our arrival, because there is a trade ministers' meeting that precedes the BRICS Business Council.